Hello, and welcome to the next module entitled Project Delivery Methods. And in this lesson, we are going to cover an overview to project delivery methods, choosing the right project delivery method, the primary types of project delivery methods, and we're going to take a deep dive into design, bid, build, construction management at risk, and agency construction management without a general contractor, and agency construction management with a general contractor. And finally, we'll cover project delivery method differences with a design build story. So I look forward to seeing you in this lesson. Thank you. Some of the topics we are going to cover is the following: project delivery methods overview, choosing the right project delivery method, the primary types of project delivery methods, and then we'll talk about design, bid, build, one of the methods, design, build, construction management at risk, and agency construction management with a contractor and without a general contractor. And then we'll get into project delivery method differences. In this slide, we're going to talk about general overview of the delivery method that the owner needs to assign to the project. The selection process is governed by risk, but also by the owner's desire to deliver the project on time within budget. Four most common methods are design, bid, build, construction management at risk, and agency construction management. Combinations of these strategies may be employed, especially agency construction management that has two types. And finally, each has a distinct advantage and disadvantage. Choosing the right project delivery method. Ideally, before choosing the members of the project team, an owner will choose the project delivery method. The dilemma for the owner in choosing a project delivery method is one of price versus performance. Each project has distinctive requirements for problem solving, and some methods work better than others in solving problems. Going back to the balance of price versus performance, for example, in choosing the construction management at risk, for example, there you'd have a little bit more cost for the owner because the owner is getting the construction manager involved during the design management process. Whereas in, for example, in the bidding and procurement process of design, bid, build, the construction manager does not get involved in design management, only in construction. But there is a distinct advantage for performance in the owner hiring a construction manager during design. The primary types of project delivery methods are as follows: design, bid, build, at-risk construction management, and agency construction management. And we will talk about those a little bit more in detail. And the functions associated with these methods are different, but each one has its advantages and disadvantages. And finally, the next module will cover these project delivery methods in detail. Let's start with design, bid, build. The owner holds two separate contracts for the design work and the construction work, often referred to as the traditional project delivery method. The owner knows the cost before construction starts. That's a big advantage to some owners. The contractor does not get involved in the design management process, however, and that's a big negative from the big project overview. Next, let's talk about design, bid, build. One contract between the owner and a design-build entity. The design builder is responsible for both the design and the construction of a project. It's often referred to as a single source project delivery method, and it eliminates finger pointing because the entity is involved in the design and the construction and can't blame others. The designer and the builder are one organization and changes are very well controlled. There are change orders, but they are very controlled in the design-build project delivery method. The architect is not an agent for the owner to look after the contractor, however, because the design builder is one entity. That's a minor negative for this project delivery method.
Hi, I hope you're enjoying this free lesson from the University of Maryland's Project Management Center for Excellence. If you want to check out more lessons just like this one, click the link in the description below where you'll be able to go to our website on executive project management. There, you can find edX courses, professional short courses where you can learn from an instructor like me, as well as request custom team training for you and your organization. All right, let's get back to the lesson and I'll see you at the end.
Next, let's get into construction management at risk. The construction manager acts as a consultant to the owner in the development and the design phases, and this is a big plus. The construction manager also acts equivalent to the general contractor during the construction phase. So the construction organization that worked in the design is very familiar with the project and really can control it much better because of that advanced knowledge. And finally, the owner has less risk with this method as compared with the agency construction management project delivery method. Next, let's talk about the agency construction management. And there are two methods. One is without a general contractor. The construction management option in which the construction manager acts in the owner's best interests at every stage of the project from design through construction. In this capacity, the construction manager provides advice and management oversight services to the owner and has no legal authority or operational authority or financial obligation for delivery of design or construction of a project. Many owners like this particular methodology. And finally, agency CM without a general contractor is considered a special type of project delivery method that is effectively a professional service. Then there is the agency construction management with a general contractor. In this situation, the construction management option in which the construction manager acts in the owner's best interest at every stage of the project from design through and including construction. And the construction manager provides only advice and management oversight services to the owner and has no legal authority, operational responsibility, or financial obligation for the delivery or design of the construction project. And finally, agency CM with a general contractor is considered a special type of project delivery system that is also effectively a professional service. This method works very well in many locations around the country and is utilized by many owners, especially in the development arena. Project delivery method differences. At the point which the contractor gets involved is a big difference. The ability to overlap design and construction is critical and adds to the owner's advantage in getting the construction manager involved early. Who warrants the plans and specs? Well, in design, bid, build, the original architect would warrant the plans and specs. However, for example, in design, build, you get involved in what I call the architect and engineering team number 2, they would have responsibility in all likelihood for warranting the plans and specs. The rules and responsibilities for the three key players varies depending when they get involved. That's a big difference. The additional players are added as subcontracted partners. Those are the subcontractors and the specialty subcontractors that are contracted and procured by the construction manager. Very important aspect of construction management. In fact, there's an old saying that a construction manager is only as good as its subcontractors and specialty contractors. And finally, each method has specific advantages and disadvantages. These are the things that the owner must weigh before making a selection on the project delivery method and the selection of the construction manager. So finally, a design build story. It's interesting, but I was involved in a design build contract in central Pennsylvania many years ago when they broke all records for low temperatures and snow. But what happens when the ground is frozen and you need to start excavating? Well, we found that the ground was not only frozen on the surface, but it went pretty deep into the ground. And the only way we could get started was literally to start jackhammering the soil. The soil was about as hard as concrete. So we went to the owner and we said, listen, we can start now and go through these extra costs that would be incurred as an extra to the contract due to differing site conditions, or we can wait 2 months until spring starts and then have a quick and fast running start to do the job. The owner was not in any great rush and gave us a 2-month time extension. We waited until the spring and then we got started. And this was a design build contract that was very, very successful and had very, very few change orders. So keep in mind seasonally when a project begins, because that can have a big effect, not only when you start, but when you end. I hope you enjoyed the project delivery methods lesson and got a better understanding of the various types and the primary types of project delivery methods used in the construction management industry today. There are some other methods, but the ones we covered are the major project delivery methods. In the next lesson, we are going to cover construction contracts. So I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson shortly.
Hey there, did you enjoy that lesson as much as I did? If you did, go ahead and give us a like. If you want to see another one, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, put them below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Moreover, is there somebody in your life who really needs this lesson right now? If so, go ahead and share it with them. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Now, we look forward to seeing you in the next lesson where you can learn even more from the University of Maryland Project Management Center for Excellence. Thanks so much.